When document logistics first came out with DM5, the dashboard view was our what we call classic view with our pin searches, favorite searches, workspaces, and save searches. Users could configure searches such as like invoices awaiting approval or any other kind of search that's relevant to them, and DM5 would put them in a category where they could click on that box or in a new window, and it would go ahead and get all the documents that were within the query. Now, in our new version, Document Manager has a new dashboard called the Dynamic Dashboard tab, which you can access or toggle back and forth by clicking on this cap or going back to the classic dashboard by clicking on this button right here. So users can use whatever is easiest for them or whatever is most relevant. So I'm going to give you an overview of the new dynamic dashboard. So the buttons are going to look similar to a Windows 10 start menu. They are the same thing as the save searches or pin searches. So over here I have invoices awaiting approval, and it's going to look a little bit different than a pin search, but it has the same kind of configuration or background to it. So I have 18 invoices awaiting approval here, and I have 19 invoices that are rejected here, and I can access them by simply clicking on the button. There are different dashboards that users might be able to see depending on their permissions. I'm logged in as a system administrator, so I can see all three dashboards by simply clicking on the top link. By clicking on the company dashboard, it gives me an overview of the different features and functionality that's built into this new dynamic dashboard. To modify any of the contents within the dashboard, there's a wrench button in the bottom right hand corner. I can add any kind of search by clicking on the drop-down box, and I'll show you that later. I can configure or delete any kind of widget with the top right cog over here. I can do that within the search as well. And then there's different types of widgets, if you will, that can be displayed within the dynamic dashboard, such as favorite searches, a markdown, which allows you to put formatted text on the page using a syntax. The widget you're currently reading is a markdown widget. A pie chart, a pin search, which is just like before on the old dashboard, where if you say, for example, show me all of my invoices awaiting approval, it'll tally that for you. A pin workspace, so that's the same as the workspace in the classic view, where you can bring a combination of documents and tag it within a workspace so that you can associate it with users to go just to that specific workplace versus having to search and retrieve and go to different documents. We can do a recently used widget for recently used like searches, folders, or documents. A save searches widget. A web page widget, which allows you to embed like a web page onto your dashboard. And then a workspaces widget as well. On the bottom left-hand corner, you can see below that dashboards can be renamed. So instead of putting an education dashboard or a company dashboard, they can be renamed to whatever name you want. Permissions can be assigned to dashboards as well. So you can assign users the ability to view, modify, rename, even delete or change permissions or audit within each specific dashboard that's created. An audit trail, just like a regular document or folder level audit trail. And then we can delete dashboards if you're not going to use it anymore, if you make a mistake. So I'm going to show you the System Administrator's dashboard that I've created as a demo here. I'm going to click my wrench to edit. On the top right, I can move dashboards around on the order. And I can specify which dashboard I want every time I log in as the first dashboard that comes up. I can create new dashboards. Which will come up here. So I'm going to add a new widget. I'm going to click on Pin Search widget. Hit plus. Select a search that's already been configured, and I'm going to click Certs expiring within 90 days. So these are certification documents that expire within a certain amount of time. Could be equivalent to like insurance documents or driver's licenses expire with an expiration date. I can select my color. I'll select purple. And I can hit this auto run button. So auto run searches will automatically update every about like a minute or so. And they are labeled with the count of however many results exist within the configuration. So for example, there are 18 invoices currently awaiting approval. So if I click that, I can add a rule. And I can say instead of being purple, change it to pink whenever there are 5 or more certs expiring within 90 days, for example. So I'll click Save. Here's my widget, so I can expand it, move it around, click my plus sign when I'm done. I'm going to add another cert so I can simulate it changing colors. So this is just one folder. I have more certs in another folder. So I can go back to my dashboard. I'm going to speed up the refresh. And it's changed from purple to pink, and it now has the number 5. If you have any additional questions on the new dashboard or any kind of features or functionality, please feel free to give me a call at 512-345-4600, and I'm at extension 1005. Thanks.